Let me ask you something. What separates the ones who rise from failure and those who stay down? Why do some people break under pressure while others thrive in chaos? Here's the truth. The difference isn't talent, luck, or intelligence. It's mental toughness. The unshakable ability to keep going when everything tells you to quit. The good news? It's a skill. It can be built. But here's where most people go wrong. They think mental toughness is just about being strong in the big moments. It's not. It's built in the small, everyday battles when no one is watching, when you're exhausted, when your mind screams at you to stop. Stay until the end of this video and you'll discover the key principles that separate the mentally tough from the mentally weak. If you master them, nothing, no setback, no failure, no challenge will ever break you again. The hidden power of mental toughness. Mental toughness isn't about suppressing emotions. It's not about pretending you don't feel pain. It's about mastering your mind so that your emotions don't control your actions. Weak people let their feelings decide their future. If they don't feel motivated, they stop. If they feel uncomfortable, they quit. But here's the reality. Your feelings are liars. They come and go like the wind. If you rely on them, you will never achieve anything great. The strongest people in history, fighters, leaders, pioneers, all understood one thing. Pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. Why mental toughness determines everything? Think about the most successful people in the world. Athletes, entrepreneurs, warriors, survivors. They all faced unimaginable struggles, but they refused to break. What if Michael Jordan quit when he was cut from his high school team? What if Elon Musk gave up after his first rocket exploded? What if every great leader let failure stop them? The only reason they succeeded was because they had the mental toughness to endure failure, rejection, and pain without losing their focus. They kept moving forward when others stopped. And that is the secret. The ability to suffer and keep going. Most people don't fail because they're not talented enough. They fail because they can't handle discomfort. They can't handle setbacks. The moment things get hard, they break. But what if you became the person who never breaks? What if, no matter how tough life gets, you adapt, you endure, and you keep moving forward? Rewire your mind for unbreakable strength. So how do you develop this level of toughness? It starts with a decision. You must decide right now that you will never let your emotions control your actions again. That you will not let fear, doubt, or pain dictate your future. That when you feel weak, tired, or broken, you will push forward anyway. Your mind is like a muscle. Every time you resist weakness, it gets stronger. Every time you push through pain, your threshold increases. And soon, what used to break you won't even faze you anymore. Mentally weak people live in their feelings. Mentally tough people live in their purpose. The difference is massive. Weak people say, I don't feel like doing this. Strong people say, it doesn't matter how I feel. I do what needs to be done. And that is where transformation happens. Are you ready to become unstoppable? Most people will never build mental toughness. They'll complain when life gets hard. They'll make excuses. They'll say they're just not strong enough. But not you, because you're still here. You're still listening. That means something inside you refuses to accept mediocrity. So are you ready to break free from weakness? Are you ready to rewire your mind and become unshakable? If the answer is yes, then stay with me. Because in the next part of this video, you'll learn the most powerful strategy to build mental resilience that nothing can break. Your future self is watching. Make them proud. The mind is a battlefield. Most people think their greatest battle is with the outside world. They blame circumstances, obstacles, and other people for their struggles. But the truth is, the real battle is within. The war isn't fought in the physical world. It's fought in your mind. Your thoughts shape your reality. Every limitation, every doubt, every excuse, it all starts in your head. Weak thoughts lead to weak actions. If you constantly tell yourself you're not good enough, not strong enough, not capable enough, guess what? Your mind will believe it. And once your mind believes it, your body follows. But here's the secret. Your thoughts are not facts. Just because your mind whispers doubt doesn't mean it's true. Just because you feel like quitting doesn't mean you have to. The problem is, most people never challenge their thoughts. They accept them as reality. Imagine your mind as a battlefield. On one side, the enemy, fear, doubt, laziness, excuses. On the other side, the warrior, discipline, resilience, focus, strength. Every single day, you decide who wins. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, the warrior grows stronger. Every time you push past fear, the enemy loses power. Mentally weak people lose the battle before they even fight. They listen to their doubts. They surrender to their emotions. But mentally tough people, they train their minds like a weapon. They replace weak thoughts with strong ones. They refuse to let negativity control their actions. So the next time doubt creeps in, don't accept it, attack it. The next time you feel like giving up, remind yourself, you are not your thoughts, you are your actions. And when you master your mind, nothing in this world can break you. Pain is your greatest teacher. Most people run from pain. They see struggle as something to avoid, something unfair, something that shouldn't be happening to them. But the strongest people in the world, the ones who achieve greatness, see pain differently. They understand one powerful truth. Pain is a teacher. Pain is the pathway to strength. Think about it. Every time life hits you, you have two choices: break or build. Weak minds break. They complain, they retreat, they look for an escape. But the strong, they build. They take the pain, the failure, the rejection, and they use it as fuel. Look at history. The greatest warriors, the most successful leaders, the most unbreakable minds, they were all shaped by pain. They suffered, they struggled, they fell to their knees. But instead of staying down, they used their pain to rise higher. Pain introduces you to your real self. When everything is easy, you don't grow. Comfort never made anyone strong. It's only in the moments of suffering that you discover what you're truly made of. So the next time life hurts, don't run, don't numb it, feel it, use it, learn from it. Every hardship you endure is making you tougher, sharper, more resilient. Most people see pain as the end, but for the mentally tough, it's just the beginning. Destroy the victim mindset. Pain only makes you stronger if you choose to let it. But most people don't. Instead, they fall into the victim mindset. They convince themselves that life is unfair, that they've been dealt a bad hand, that their struggles are someone else's fault. This mindset is the ultimate weakness. It robs you of power. It keeps you stuck. Because the moment you blame someone or something else for your situation, you give away control. And if you're not in control, you can't change anything. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you strength, discipline, or success. You either take full responsibility for your life, or you let the world control you. Mentally tough people refuse to be victims. They don't waste time complaining. They don't make excuses. They own everything, their failures, their setbacks, their pain, because they know that ownership is power. Life will always be unfair. There will always be obstacles. But here's the difference. Mentally weak people focus on what's out of their control. Mentally strong people focus on what they can control. You can control your effort. You can control your attitude. You can control how you respond to failure, rejection, and hardship. And when you take full responsibility, something incredible happens. You stop feeling helpless. You stop feeling stuck. You realize that no matter what happens, you have the power to fight back. So destroy the victim mindset. It has never helped you. It has never made you stronger. Step up, take ownership, and make the decision to control your destiny. Emotions are temporary. Discipline is forever. Weak minds make decisions based on emotions. If they feel motivated, they take action. If they feel tired, they quit. If they feel scared, they hesitate. But emotions are temporary. They come and go like waves. If you let them control you, you will never achieve anything lasting. Mentally tough people operate differently. They don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. They understand that success isn't about how you feel in the moment. It's about what you do consistently, regardless of how you feel. There will be days when you don't feel like pushing forward. Days when doubt creeps in, when exhaustion weighs you down. That's when the weak stop, but the strong, they push through anyway. They know that discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement. Think about the greatest athletes, leaders, and warriors. Do you think they always felt motivated? No. But they trained anyway. They showed up anyway. They executed the plan no matter how they felt, and that is why they became great. Stop waiting for the perfect mood to take action. Stop waiting for motivation to magically appear. Train yourself to act regardless of emotions. Because discipline is permanent. Motivation is not. And the ones who master discipline, they become unstoppable. The power of unbreakable belief. Before anyone else believes in you, you must believe in yourself. Not just in the good moments, not just when things are going your way, but especially when everything is against you. Most people fail before they even start because their mind is poisoned with doubt. They tell themselves they're not good enough, not smart enough, not strong enough. And when you repeat a lie long enough, it becomes your truth. Your belief system shapes your reality. But here's what mentally tough people understand. Self-doubt is just fear in disguise. It's an illusion, a trick your mind plays to keep you safe, to keep you in your comfort zone. If you listen to it, you'll stay stuck. You'll never take risks, never push past your limits, never reach your potential. True strength comes when you stop seeking outside validation and start trusting yourself. When you decide, no matter what, that you are capable, that you are worthy, that you will succeed, not because the world tells you so, but because you choose to believe it. Every great achievement in history started with a belief that something was possible, even when no one else saw it. The people who change the world are the ones who refuse to let doubt win. So, ask yourself, what would happen if you removed doubt from your mind? What would happen if you believed in yourself with absolute certainty? The answer is simple. You would be unstoppable. Embrace the struggle. It's your path to strength. Most people want success without struggle. They want results without effort. They want growth without pain. But that's not how life works. Struggle is not a punishment. It's a gift. Because every challenge, every hardship, every obstacle is shaping you into something stronger. Weak people resist struggle. They complain when things get hard. They look for the easy way out. But the strong, they embrace it. They know that growth only happens through resistance. Just like a muscle must be torn to grow, the mind must be tested to become unbreakable. Think about it. If you never faced adversity, if you never had to fight for anything, how could you ever develop real strength? You can't. Strength is built in the fire. It's built in the moments when you want to quit but keep going anyway. The world does not reward weakness. It rewards those who endure. Those who see struggle not as a reason to stop, but as proof that they are on the right path. So when life gets hard, don't break. Don't back down. Stand tall and remind yourself, this is making me stronger. This is shaping me into something greater. Because the struggle you're facing today, it's turning you into the person you were meant to be. Rewire your brain for resilience. Your mind is your greatest weapon, but only if you train it. Most people let their thoughts control them. They allow negativity, fear, and doubt to run wild. But mentally tough people take control. They rewire their brain to be resilient. Your brain is wired for comfort. It wants to keep you safe, to avoid pain, to stay in the familiar. That's why most people quit when things get tough. But here's the truth. Your mind is trainable. Just like a muscle, it can be strengthened. And the more you push past your limits, the stronger it becomes. Every time you face resistance and keep going, you rewire your brain for strength. Every time you push past fear, you reprogram yourself for courage. Every time you endure discomfort, you train yourself to thrive under pressure. This is how resilience is built, not by avoiding struggle, but by facing it head on. The key is to stop letting weakness win. When your mind says, I can't, respond with, watch me. When it tells you to quit, push even harder. Over time, this mental conditioning will become automatic. You won't have to force resilience, it will be who you are. Weak minds crumble under pressure. Strong minds adapt, adjust, and overcome. And when you rewire your brain for resilience, there is nothing in this world that can break you. Master your reactions, control what you can. Life will test you. People will betray you, circumstances will knock you down, but here's the truth. You can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. And that response determines everything. Weak people react emotionally. They get angry, frustrated, or discouraged when things don't go their way. They let external events dictate their internal state. But mentally tough people, they master their reactions. They don't waste energy on things they can't control. They focus only on what they can change, their attitude, their effort, their mindset. When something goes wrong, most people ask, why is this happening to me? The strong ask, how can I use this? What can I learn? How do I move forward? That shift in mindset is the difference between staying stuck and rising above. The truth is, life will never be perfect. There will always be obstacles, setbacks, and unfair situations. But the moment you stop letting the outside world control you, you become unstoppable. No matter what happens, you stay calm, you stay focused, you stay in control. Because the strongest people are not the ones who avoid challenges, they're the ones who face them with absolute control over themselves. Endure now, win later. Most people want instant results. They want success without sacrifice. They chase comfort instead of discipline. And that's exactly why they fail. Because real success is not built overnight. It's built through years of endurance. The greatest athletes, the most powerful leaders, the strongest warriors, they all had one thing in common. They endured when others gave up. They stayed committed long after the excitement was gone. They kept going when progress was invisible. And that's why they succeeded. Weak minds crave shortcuts. They get frustrated when they don't see immediate results. But the strong, they trust the process. They understand that every rep, every effort, every struggle is a deposit in their future success. Endurance is not about speed. It's about consistency. It's about showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, even when the results aren't visible yet, even when everything in you wants to quit. Because the truth is, the ones who endure are the ones who win. Not the fastest, not the most talented, but the ones who refuse to break. So when you feel like giving up, remind yourself, this is the test. This is the moment that separates the weak from the strong. And if you keep going, if you endure just a little longer, you will win. Your mind gives up before your body does. Most people quit long before they've reached their true limits. Not because their body is broken, not because they physically can't go on, but because their mind tells them to stop. Your brain will always try to quit before your body actually needs to. This is survival instinct. Your mind wants to keep you comfortable, to protect you from discomfort. It tells you to slow down when you still have more to give. It tells you that you're exhausted when you've barely tapped into your true reserves of strength. But mentally tough people understand this trick. They know that when their mind screams, I can't, they're actually only at 40% of their true potential. The body has more. The mind just has to be trained to push past its self-imposed limits. That's why the strongest people don't listen to the first wave of exhaustion. They push through it. They prove to themselves over and over that they can go further than they ever thought possible. And every time they do, their threshold for pain, for endurance, for resilience increases. The moment you realize your mind is the only thing holding you back, you become dangerous. You stop listening to excuses. You stop believing in limits. You start operating at a level most people will never reach. So the next time your mind tells you, you're done, ignore it. Keep moving. Keep fighting. Because you are capable of more than you've ever imagined. Build an identity of strength. Your actions shape your identity. Every decision you make is a vote for the person you are becoming. If you want to be mentally tough, you must see yourself as someone who never quits, never backs down, never breaks. Most people fail because they still see themselves as weak. They tell themselves, I've always been like this. I'm not strong enough. I can't handle pressure. And as long as they believe that, their actions will reflect it. But mentally tough people do the opposite. They decide who they are and act accordingly. They say, I am the kind of person who pushes through pain. I am someone who keeps going no matter what. And every time they take action that aligns with that identity, it strengthens their mindset. If you see yourself as a weak person, you will act like one. But if you train yourself to think like a warrior, to embrace struggle, to take full control over your mind, you will become unstoppable. Your identity is not fixed. You can choose to change it. You can decide right now that you are not the same person who gives up, who makes excuses, who runs from challenges. You are someone who endures, who thrives under pressure, who never backs down. And the moment you fully commit to that identity, your actions, your mindset, and your results will change forever. Win the war against yourself. At the end of the day, your greatest battle is not against the world. It's against yourself. Your fears, your doubts, your weaknesses. These are the enemies that try to hold you back. And if you want to develop unstoppable mental toughness, you must defeat them. Most people lose this battle. They give in to excuses. They surrender to laziness. They let fear dictate their actions. But the strong, they fight back. They silence the voice of doubt with action. They override weakness with discipline. They refuse to let fear stop them. This war is fought every single day. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you win. Every time you refuse to quit, you win. Every time you push past pain and keep going, you win. And the more battles you win, the stronger you become. The truth is, no one can stop you except you. Your mind is either your greatest weapon or your greatest enemy. And if you learn to control it, if you learn to dominate your own thoughts, there is nothing in this world that can break you. So make the decision today. You will no longer be ruled by fear, by weakness, by doubt. You will take control. You will train your mind to be unshakable. You will win this war. And once you do, you will become something rare, something powerful, something unstoppable. The only way is forward. There is no going back, no retreat, no surrender. If you want to build unshakable mental toughness, you must commit to moving forward, no matter what. Most people hesitate. They second-guess themselves. They let fear paralyze them. But hesitation is just another form of defeat. You don't have time to doubt yourself. You don't have time to wonder if you're ready. The only way to become stronger is to step forward again and again without hesitation. The road will not be easy. You will be tested. You will face pain, failure, rejection, but every struggle is shaping you. Every challenge is molding you into the person you were meant to be. Nothing is happening to you. Everything is happening for you. The weak wait for the perfect moment. The strong create it. They don't let setbacks define them. They don't let fear hold them back. They keep moving forward because they understand one truth. As long as you refuse to quit, you can never be defeated. So make the choice now. No more hesitation. No more looking back. No more excuses. You are built for this. You are stronger than you think. And as long as you keep pushing forward, nothing in this world can stop you. The mindset that changes everything. At the core of unstoppable mental toughness is a simple but life-changing truth. Everything is a test. Every obstacle, every setback, every moment of doubt is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you are stronger than your circumstances. Weak people see problems as reasons to quit. The strong see them as challenges to overcome. They understand that life is not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to shape you, test you, forge you into something greater. And the only way to pass these tests is to refuse to break. Think about it. Every hardship you faced, every painful experience, every struggle has given you two choices: grow or retreat. The moment you decide that quitting is not an option, that no matter what happens, you will keep moving forward, your entire life changes, because mental toughness is not just about enduring pain. It's about transforming pain into power. It's about turning struggle into strength. It's about using every failure, every rejection, every setback as fuel to rise higher. The truth is, most people never reach their full potential because they allow their emotions to dictate their actions. But you are not most people. You are not here to live an average life. You are here to conquer yourself, to push beyond limits, to prove that no matter what stands in your way, you will rise. And when you adopt this mindset, when you fully commit to this way of thinking, there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that can stop you. Burn the bridges, commit fully. There can be no backup plan, no safety net, no easy escape. If you want to develop unstoppable mental toughness, you must commit fully. Most people fail because they leave themselves an exit. They say they want success, but in the back of their minds, they give themselves permission to quit if it gets too hard. That's weakness. That's why they never make it. The strongest minds burn their bridges. They remove the option of failure. When they decide to pursue something, they commit completely. No second guessing, no hesitation, no way out. They don't try, they do. If you give yourself an excuse, you will take it. If you allow yourself to quit, you will. But if you eliminate every escape route, if you tell yourself, this is it, I either succeed or I keep fighting until I do, then nothing can stop you. Mental toughness is not about how strong you are today. It's about how unbreakable your commitment is. When you refuse to turn back, when you refuse to let go of your vision, when you decide fully, completely that you will endure no matter what, you will find strength you never knew you had. So burn the bridges, cut off every excuse, remove every option except victory, and watch how powerful you become. Everything you've faced, every struggle, every moment of doubt, it has all been leading to one question. Who will you become? Most people never ask themselves this. They live on autopilot, controlled by fear, driven by comfort. They never push themselves beyond what is easy, and because of that, they never discover their true power. But mentally tough people, they make a choice. They decide that they will not be defined by weakness. They will not be controlled by excuses. They will shape themselves into the kind of person who refuses to break, refuses to quit, refuses to settle for anything less than their full potential. This is your moment, right now. Will you be like everyone else? Giving in when things get hard, letting fear dictate your actions? Or will you rise? Will you become the kind of person who dominates their mind, who embraces struggle, who never backs down? You already know the answer. It's inside you. It has always been inside you. The strength, the discipline, the resilience. It's not something you have to find. It's something you have to unleash. So stand up, decide who you are, commit to the path, and never look back. Because once you embrace this mindset, once you step fully into your power, you will be unstoppable. The unstoppable mindset. It's yours now. You've walked through the fire. You've broken past your limits. You've silenced the voice of doubt. And now there is only one thing left to do. Live it. Mental toughness is not a lesson you learn once. It's a way of life. Every day you will be tested. Every day your mind will try to pull you back into weakness. But now you know the truth. You are in control. You don't need motivation. You need discipline. You don't need easy paths. You need resistance. You don't need permission to succeed. You take it. From this moment forward, you are not the same person you were before. You have built something rare inside you. An unbreakable spirit, a mind that does not waver, a soul that refuses to break. So go out and prove it, not to the world, but to yourself. Every single day, step up. Every single day, move forward. Every single day, dominate the war in your mind. Because now, you are the one thing that nothing in this world can stop. Now, you are unstoppable.